Tonight on DC News Now at 9, swatting scare.
Felt like really scared. I was like, what is going on?
Students scatter as a local high school is put on lockdown. The latest on the investigation.
The bill is passed without objection. A motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
DC leaders outraged as Congress moves towards passing a controversial crime bill.
Is a gross overstep of our autonomy in Washington, D.C.
What's in the bill and why city officials are calling it a massive attack on D.C. home rule.
Hi, everyone. Dragging a change in the forecast. I have rain back for your weekend. Details coming up.
A revolutionary find, the piece of history archaeologists unearthed in colonial Williamsburg. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan, and we begin tonight breaking news out of Prince George's County. A man is dead after being shot multiple times in the Suitland area. He was found in the parking lot of an apartment complex on Hillmar Drive. The area is not too far from the Suitland Community Center. Our Daniel Hamburg joining us live tonight from the scene. And Daniel, I know you just heard from police.
Yeah, Chris, not much information coming from police. They do tell us officers were called here about 7 o'clock tonight. They found that man who was pronounced dead on the scene. We are not sure if he lives here or if the person who shot him lives here. We do know, of course, like you just said, it happened in the parking lot in front of an apartment building just nearby where we are right now. According to detectives, preliminarily, they believe that this was not a random shooting. They say that they do believe this was targeted and that there is no more danger to the community. They stress the importance of the relationship between the community and police, trying to get any information to help solve these cases.
One shooting is too many. Like I said earlier, we've had multiple this week, so it's too many. So our message to the community is lean on us as we lean on you to get these cases resolved and create a safe community.
And we also just heard from a neighbor just a few minutes ago who was telling us that she herself is not scared in this neighborhood, but there are a lot of kids in this neighborhood, a lot of families, and so this is something that's unacceptable in a neighborhood like this. Hopefully we'll hear from her a little bit later on at 10 o'clock. But for now, we're live in Suitland. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
All right, we have even more breaking news now at 9. President Biden has just signed the FAA Reauthorization Act into law. So this means 5 new round-trip long-distance flights are coming to DCA. Now, there was debate over the additional flights over concern about delays and safety after a near miss at Reagan National last month. Supporters said the legislation will improve safety by increasing the number of air traffic controllers and requiring the FAA to use new technology designed to prevent collisions between planes on runways. All right, taking a live look right now over the White House on this Thursday evening. Pretty nice night out there as we get ready for the weekend. Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb here. And Janessa, I think it's safe to say it's probably an indoor weekend.
Yeah, we are forecasting a big change compared to this afternoon, where finally we got some sunshine across the region, but we do have increasing clouds really working their way in overnight into tomorrow morning. 73 right now. It's still very mild across the region because you have dew points that are near that 60 range, and so there is a little bit of mugginess. Tonight's not the night to open up the window. It's AC kind of weather with a warm front well to our west at this point, and it will continue to track in as we go into the next 24 hours. Temperatures as a whole, 73 for DC, out towards Winchester into Woodstock, lower 60s, so trying to cool off a bit, but even overnight lows, they're going to be above average for tonight. Here's our next storm system that's very disorganized in nature. It's associated with the cold front, so I'll give you 24 hours of, again, above average temperatures before we see a big fall going into your weekend. So So tomorrow morning, no concerns of any precip to talk about. By 9 a.m., 65 degrees. Different pattern, though, as we approach mid-afternoon into your evening. Have that full forecast coming up, Chris.
All right, Janessa, thanks. We'll see you then. Well, developing now at 9 o'clock. Search continues for the person who called in an unfounded threat to Bethesda Chevy Chase High School. The call sent a swarm of SWAT teams and Montgomery County Police over to BCC around 11:30 this morning and forced that school into lockdown. A lot of students at the time were taking their AP tests and were unable to get in touch with family members.
I was in the hallway eating lunch with my friends, and over the announcements, some alarm came on, and then they said we needed to go to a classroom immediately and find a teacher. So we just kind of went to a classroom, and all the teachers were rushing us in. So I guess it was kind of scary because we just didn't really know what was going on.
The building eventually was given the all clear and students went home early. And tonight, Montgomery County Police telling us this was not a singular incident. They say other businesses around the country were also targeted by similar calls. And federal data shows bomb threats at schools and swatting incidents have been on the rise in recent years. According to the ATF, schools are the second most likely place to be threatened, only after large places for gatherings. Of the threats to schools, high schools are the most likely to be threatened, more so than colleges or elementary schools. Swatting incidents have increased so much in recent years. Just last year, the FBI started a database to keep track of those incidents nationwide. Well, back here in the district, city leaders pushing back against a federal bill they say is an outrageous overstep. The D.C. Crimes Act passed in the House Wednesday. The bill limits the district's ability to change sentencing laws, among other things. D.C. News Now's Marielle Carbone is following this bill. And Marielle, city leaders tell you the legislation is really counterproductive.
Yeah, Chris, they do. And that is why they say they're doing everything they can to ensure this doesn't move on through the Senate and eventually become law. Now, if it does, they say it'll undermine our local democracy.
It is an outrageous overstep.
For D.C. Council member Brooke Pinto, the latest public safety measure passed by the U.S. House and aimed at regulating D.C. is hypocritical.
It would really hamper our ability to protect the residents of the District of Columbia.
The progressive policies of the District of Columbia City Council are simply not working.
Florida Congressman Byron Donalds is behind the D.C. Crimes Act, or the D.C. criminal reforms to immediately make everyone safe Act of 2024.
The bill is passed without objection.
If enacted, the law would modify D.C.'s 1985 Youth Rehabilitation Act, which allows judges to grant more lenient sentences to those under the age of 25, lowering the age to 18, and prohibit D.C. Council from making changes to existing sentencing laws.
That is their big tough on crime package they offer the Congress. No increases in criminal sentences indefinitely in the District of Columbia.
Does this act make D.C. safer?
No. Liz Comer with the Sentencing Project says if passed and enacted, the bill will increase racial disparities.
Sometimes prison isn't the answer. Community supervision is.
Comer and others calling it the biggest rollback of home rule in a generation.
Congress at the moment struggles to change the name of a post office. It can't be trusted to handle all of the legislative needs for D.C.'s sentencing laws.
This is my colleague's job.
And city leaders like the mayor say this would have prevented the city from passing legislation like the Secure D.C. bill, a major criminal reform act. Chris, next, this will go to a Senate committee, and Pinto says she and others will work to make sure this bill doesn't make it out of that committee and to a full vote. In the studio tonight, I'm Marielle Carbone, D.C. News Now.
All right, Marielle, that update, thanks. Meanwhile, D.C. Public Schools is introducing new social emotional learning standards for students. They start in the fall. Students will learn how to express and manage emotions in a variety of ways. The intent is to reach different goals each year. The new standards were developed over 3 years after feedback from D.C. students, teachers, and community members. In Maryland, Governor Wes Moore just signed 3 new laws aimed at making the state safer. One holds young offenders more accountable. It expands gun charges for kids ages 10 to 12 years old. It also gives judges the ability to extend kids' probations past the maximum. The Prince George's County State's Attorney and the Bladensburg Police Chief are hopeful this will help curb crime.
We believe will provide a greater level of accountability, not just for the young person committing the offense, but for for the Department of Juvenile Services and those of us who are responsible and have a role in the system.
I'm so glad and grateful that the state's attorney was talking about the resources that we can put in the community, that we can give our young people safe spaces.
Governor Moore is also announcing a new gun violence prevention center. That center will work with the governor's office, law enforcement, and the state health department to find statewide solutions to tackling gun violence. Two brothers now facing charges in connection to a pair of burglaries in Montgomery County. Police say they connected Alex Dimitru and Italian Dimitru to a break-in at a Buddhist temple in Germantown and a break-in at a home attached to a mosque in Silver Spring. Now, Montgomery County police are still investigating 3 other burglaries at places of worship between March and April. We reported on this one. It was a Buddhist temple in the Glenmont area. Among telling DC News Now, thieves took off with thousands of dollars in donations. Well, a big dig in Colonial Williamsburg. This is pretty cool. Archeologists say they found the remains of a Revolutionary War barracks. The site was uncovered near the Williamsburg Regional Visitor Center. Experts say the barracks, which were built between 1776 and 1777, housed up to 2,000 soldiers and 100 horses. The archaeologists also dug up items like pottery pieces, coins, and even a musket bullet. The site will help tell the story of Williamsburg's military involvement in the Revolutionary War.